There is a proof. It's a physical proof. It's blood. It's DNA when you can actually do comparison of the results, which is done in the same laboratory. It's not different. So it's the same machines, and you can just show to the world that this helps. So the early intervention is one of the most important thing. If you notice something that is not in the pattern of the development of the child, it's important to take him to the doctors and to see if there is an issue. So I was standing with my bag and told him like, Philip, pick up the toys. And he started picking up the toys. That was like, he did not see my lips, but he heard what I said. And he started to pick up the toys. He has quite positive changes in his behavior, his self-awareness, danger awareness, empathy, collaboration with his special educators, with his teacher, his friends at school. There is no regression. With him, no regression, definitely. Nothing. Nothing. No negative side effects. Nothing. And this is a message to the parents, especially the mothers. You should get help if you can not cope it by yourself. Leave the work behind you, leave your career behind you. 1 year, 2 years, there will be results, definitely.
Can you please tell me, when was your first time when you came to our clinic?
We came in November 2023. I think it was 15th or 14th of November. I can't remember right the date. So it was before 4.5 months, something like that.
4.5 months.
Yes.
And what was the condition of your child? What was his symptoms?
Philip is diagnosed with autism, so he has diagnosis. Before we came here, he was quite hyperactive, and he's still non-verbal. He starts, after the treatment, he started using some words, but his condition of self-awareness and danger awareness was quite improved after the treatment. He also had some tantrums, really bad tantrums and meltdowns before the treatment, and everything of this that I have mentioned has been improved really, really well. I can't do a comparison, to be honest, because it's quite positive. He has quite positive changes in his behavior, his self-awareness, danger awareness, empathy, collaboration with his special educators, with his teacher, his friends at school.
Can you give me an example, for instance, how the ordinary day looked like before and right now? For instance, you mentioned about dangerous, you mentioned about self-awareness and stuff like that. How it's revealed during the day?
Definitely. Okay, so before the treatment, the day was starting really early in the morning, maybe in 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because he had a quite strange pattern in sleeping. He still has it, but it's quite improved. So he had maybe 5 or 6 beds per day. There was a rage when he had to go to school. He didn't want to cooperate or go to school. Then he had like maybe 10 meals per day, small meals, but picky eating. Every time when we went to the special educator or the behavioral therapist, he was having meltdowns, with crying, and didn't want to do the things and the exercises. And now after the treatment, maybe after 1 month of the treatment, he had an expansion, trying to use words. So there is small verbal communication. The non-verbal communication is perfect. He does not go having baths so often, so there is 2 or 3 baths per day, but definitely that is something for relaxation, or a part of therapy.
What do you mean by bath?
Bath.
Got it.
Bathing.
Got it.
Yes. So then, because we have a bathtub and he's obsessed with bathtubs, he was obsessed with bathtubs, but now he wants to go under the shower also. For example, now when we came here into the hotel, he started to use the shower and don't have this claustrophobic feeling from the doors and everything. So I have pictures from that.
Okay.
So I know it's my child, so I can have pictures from, take pictures from everything that he does. That is improvement of the behavior. He started to eat different foods after the treatment, more healthier.
I'm sorry for interrupting. What did he eat before?
He mainly ate pasta, pizza, pasta, noodles everywhere. Then he ate some. He was eating meat, mainly pork meat, but the rest of the chicken or turkey, something like that, he wasn't trying. Now he started to eat almost every vegetable. He started to eat turkey meat. Then he stopped eating so much pizza. Even I was doing a healthy combination of the pizza, but there's still the dough, so the flour is something that is dangerous. Then he stopped drinking soft drinks. Stopped drinking. This is not advertisement for Coca-Cola, but he was addicted to Coca-Cola and now he does not want to see it. He understands when is the time that he can sit and eat. He started to use fork, spoon, knife, and he started to be obsessed with watching cooking videos and trying to cook for himself.
Wow.
I have videos of that and pictures of that, so yes.
Is it possible if you put those pictures and videos when you describe?
Definitely,
yeah?
yes. I will send to Anastasia.
Yeah.
I will pick it's from a mobile, so
nevertheless,
phone, so
perfect.
the quality maybe is not so good, but you will do a combination.
Yeah, of course.
What he was doing. Also, there is interaction with animals. He didn't want to touch any smaller animals, and he did not like cats. But now his best friend is our home cat, which it's not in our house, but lives with his aunt. So they're best friends with the cat Dimitri. Yeah, there is it's a duo, definitely. So what else? The days are better. My mental health is better, definitely. Because I don't know, maybe other parents doesn't speak about their mental health, but I'm an open person, so I can tell that there is a part of the end of when you realize and accept that the situation is like that and there is no cure because this is not a disease. Before you find out that there is an option that you can improve the condition, mainly the mothers are going through a phase like the end of the phase is like I'm going into depression. And if you're not strong-willed person, then you should use medicaments, which I did not do it. You should talk to a therapist, which I did not do it because I'm a person that I can raise myself like from the ashes. It's the character of the person, but definitely it's important, and this is a message to the parents, especially the mothers. You should get help if you can not cope it by yourself. Leave the work behind you, leave your career behind you. 1 year, 2 years, there will be results, definitely. And normally with this kind of therapy. Because definitely this is a booster of the immune system. And this is like a reset button that resets and regenerates and heals some of the cells. It's not a medicine, we are aware of it. Maybe it's going to be a medicine in 5-10 years, let's hope. But it's definitely a miracle and something that helps to the families just to adapt to the situation and to improve ourselves of being and accepting That is the most important thing, accepting the condition of the child and helping with any kind of therapy that is available with logopedist, special educators or behavioral therapists, etc., etc. Some supplements, vitamins, plus special diets in the food. That is also important, but that is our next step. Reading. There is techniques that parents can use at home after the condition is improved. So currently we are at that phase that because I still don't work. I was working previously. I work with software, so I think that now is the good time that I can start again to work, but from home. Also, there is an option to find your perfect position if you have the education for that, because we know that everyone cannot work from home. I have the luck in all the situation that I can work from home, so I'm starting with work from 1st of April. But before that, it's a German company again, so yes. Again, I had the time to pre-read about the techniques for improving the communication, and definitely that is helping us to improve the quality of life. Because we live in a country where this autism thing is still new to this old Balkan region, and neither the doctors, neither the schools, neither the environment is prepared for these challenging people, because these people are quite intelligent. So we can't cope with them, and then that is the reason that we need to pre-read things. And definitely, as I mentioned, we need this part of the therapy with the stem cells is something that helps to the person that is receiving the cells, and also parents, family, environment, and everything.
And how did your life change, and the life of your father probably, in terms of also ordinary day?
Definitely, because we are using car, we are quite 5 kilometers from the school and the city center. Definitely when I drive, because I drive a lot, like 50 kilometers per day through the city, it's more relaxing because he does not have any tantrums, he does not shout, he sits in his seat, he's quite calm, because he enjoys also driving with car. So if I want to, I'm more sure and I'm more calm when I'm driving him through the city. What else? I don't need to cook 50 times per day. That is good, because he can sit on the table and eat any food on the table. Then he takes his supplements without any issues. Before that, we had to put it in a juice or something like that. So now it's fine. He just take them with water or with the spoon, and
by himself.
By himself, yes. I just give him the spoon, and so what else? I don't know what else.
How about sleeping?
Sleeping, we have still issues with the sleeping, not with the time of the sleeping. It has been increased. If it was like 5-6 hours, now it's 8 to 9 hours. But the problem is that he's quite active per day, and he's now 8.5 years old, so he does not have afternoon naps. So he wakes up at 4-5, let's say 5 o'clock in the morning, and goes to bed at 6-7. And after that, normally, if you sleep from 7, then you will wake up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. But that is something that can be improved, because he needs more physical activity. We are aware of it. It was winter, and we were not active so much. There was not so much snow outside. So normally we spend the time outside, but in the past we were going hiking. Not in the past, but when it's the weather is nice. We were going hiking, but he stopped. I don't know why. Doing that, maybe it's my fault. I don't know.
Okay.
But we will do again that. And now I'm trying to prepare him because he runs. He wants to run, and he's quite fast.
Okay.
I'm trying to prepare him for end of May to run on a marathon with me.
Really?
It's 5 kilometers.
5
Nothing
kilometers.
serious.
He is 4 years old, child.
8 and a half.
8 and a half.
Yes. I will try. Let's see. Yes.
Nice.
Let's see. I mean, he runs, so he can run. We can walk, I don't care, but at least he needs to do something different and to see that there is a lot of things outside that he can do, like sports. Yesterday, what we noticed is when we went to Decathlon, there is a playground, and there is some school for kids to do some sports. I don't know, like maybe a handball. So he went inside because the class hasn't started, and there was interaction with these quite big guys, trainers, the coaches, and he didn't want to leave with me, but he left together with one of the coaches because they had to start with the practice, and that is something that is private school or something like that. So you can use it until there is a class, but the class had to start. He didn't want to leave with me, but he left with him outside. So that is something I took him by the hand and went out, and I was like, but he tried to do sports because mainly in the past it was like, it's a ball, I don't care, you know, like, and there was no interest.
And how about, you mentioned that you are going to start working since 1st of April.
Yes.
Did you decide because of now you have more time and opportunity to work, or it doesn't relate to improvements?
I gave my resignation April 2023 from the company I was working. The reason was because that it was a factory, so I had to go to work a couple of hours, but the problem with the logistics, pick Philip from school, take him to therapy, etc., was a problem. So I decided to have a rest for a year, to say, and it became true. I don't know how to say. I got the opportunity because I can work for a company that is a foreign investment in Macedonia. It's a German company for medical instruments and things, whatever. So they just offered me that I can, the plant is in Skopje, but they offered me that I can work remotely from Ohrid because I will be part of a global team in Germany. So for now, no traveling, no nothing. That was actually my idea of the perfect position. I still work with the same software I'm working in the past 15 years. And that's it. I mean, health insurance, I can move around. I will not have an issue where I will work. I can work anywhere, on the parking lot, in a cafe. It does not matter. In the schoolyard, nobody cares. So I don't know, it came in the perfect time, everything. And I have definitely more time now because we have additional activity for Philip currently. There is a special inclusive playground in Ohrid, which is going to be start working as a daily center for this kind of people with challenges, we can say. So there is a cerebral palsy kids there, autistic kids, other conditions. And we started going there. There is also a special behavioral therapist there. That is, it's not private, it's under the country, which is something positive because everything we pay is private. So he started going there. He can stay there for a couple of hours. Previous 2 weeks we went there, and in the previous week he was like for 3 hours by himself. I was there outside, but just to monitor and to see the behavior, and he adapted. So that is the new activity. Mainly it's a playground, like with big trampoline and a big pool with small balls. There is a, how to say in English? Oh, Ljudjaška. I don't know. I can't remember
Some kind
the
of
words.
toys.
So swing. There is inclusive swings like with the eggshell, so they can lie down,
Okay.
and other activities like with what they do with the special educators, educational things. It's not only a playground, so it's a quite good idea. And also I'm trying to help them out to find some financial help so they can just push a little bit the process for the daily center.
Okay.
Because there is plenty of kids in that region. It's not only the region, it's the country. It's really challenging. I mean, I suppose that there is everywhere in the world, but I can speak for Macedonia. There is a lot of kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking about improvements, when did you notice first signs of
The first improvement, that is what I talked with Julia. I noticed here in the first week actually, because he started just like when you talk to him, he had the eye contact before that, but the understanding of the speech was like, I think he was reading from my lips in the past. I think. I can't say that is true or not, but that is my feeling. So I was standing with my back and told him like, Philip, pick up the toys. And he started picking up the toys. That was like, he did not see my lips, but he heard what I said. And he started to pick up the toys. Yeah, he picked a couple of them and then after throw them on the ground. And definitely that is, he is more behaved. Actually, and his understanding started to be better since definitely the first infusion he got. And after that, after 1 month, that was an expansion. There was just a little bit of 2 weeks, like because of this nasal sprays we gave to him.
Exosomes.
Exosomes, yes. And they told us that there is a higher hyperactivity. There was a higher hyperactivity, but it was only 2 weeks. But it was not a negative way because he is hyper. He's still hyper. But this was like a positive hyperactivity because he wants to do things. That is when he started to see these cooking reels, to watch these things on TikTok.
Now he wants to run a marathon, right?
Mom wants to run a marathon, but he will run a marathon. He will run. We'll start. We'll see. I will send you pictures definitely, but I think that we will start with the start, and then after that we go to the finish, maybe after 10 minutes.
Yeah. But nevertheless.
So he will try, yes. Last year they had a children's race in a small stadium. He did not want to cooperate, but this year, because is in June, so this year I will try with this 5 kilometers marathon together with me, so he can be prepared and he can go and run with his classmates.
Nice.
But I think that now he's much better with this sensitive part of the hearing, because he didn't want to go to crowds. Now he's better. He can adjust. He needs maybe 5 minutes to adjust to the sounds, but he's much better. And he started to use these headphones. So, which is something also as improvement because he didn't want them. We have them for like 3 years.
Okay. Yeah.
And he started because when he cries, I put them, and he's like, "You don't listen to me? Okay, fine. You don't listen to me. Good." And then he actually understood why this is used. So, couple of times when we go out in crowds, he just put them. They are quite strong for his ears, so maybe I need to find another solution for it. And maybe with some Mickey Mouse or something like that. Okay. So it's going to be acceptable also in school and everything. But he understands what that means.
Okay. Did you feel deterioration during this time from the first therapy? to this time?
Sorry,
Did you feel any deterioration? I mean, did you feel a regression of his
there
condition?
is no regression. With him, no regression, definitely. Nothing. Nothing. No negative side effects. Nothing.
And why did you came for the second time? Did you have some specific checkup? What did doctors tell you? What's the purpose of the second visit?
It was a checkup for this LD something. It was it's a hormone, I think.
Okay.
Which mainly the autistic people have quite high.
Okay.
You should check which hormone was that with the doctor, because I did not remember it. And in these results, after the treatment, she said that it came to normal. So it's normal. The hormone is normal, because they had additional bottle of blood so they can run tests. And she was like, this is the first case when this came to normal. So as she mentioned, it's a perfect case. Philip is a perfect case for case study, because this is proof. There is a proof. It's a physical proof. It's blood. It's DNA. When you can actually do comparison of the results, which is done in the same laboratory, it's not different. So it's the same machines, and you can just show to the world that this helps.
Yeah. Is it possible if we show this data on the video, so like it was before? If it's possible, if you're not
I don't have it now, but you can.
No, I will ask
definitely,
doctors.
yes,
Yeah?
you can do. This is a medical part. You can discuss this with Julia, and she can maybe give you additional part of the interview.
Okay.
So you can just put it in one.
Combine it.
Yes, combine it.
So, so you came here for the checkup.
Yes.
And did you got any additional infusions or stuff like that? Vitamins or stem cells or inhalation?
Now?
Yes.
Now we will have additional, at the moment he has additional 2 infusions.
Of stem cells?
Of stem cells, yes. And also we will have space.
And what kind of stem cells from?
Umbilical
cord blood?
Yes, and plus from his blood.
And how he's dealing with needles, doctors?
Ooh, that was interesting now. Because he gained a little weight, and his veins are a little...
I understand. They're not visible.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So they had challenge to... he doesn't have issues with the doctors. He's aware of it. The pain, in the past he was not feeling pain. Now after the treatment he feels pain, but he has a high level of pain. And he doesn't have issues with doctors or needles. The problem is that you need to keep him tight, because he's quite strong and he moves a lot. He's aware of that. You need to insert a needle. He's aware of that. It will help him and it will be better for him, but he just don't want to be touched. Which I understand, most of the people don't want to do that.
And how did you deal with that?
In the first time also, because we said that he is quite strong and he is active, he got anesthesia. So he's under anesthesia. He is sedative, if I may say. I don't know if that the right word or not.
Yeah, it's correct.
And that's it. With the anesthesia, I mean.
What advice can you give to parents who has similar condition of their child?
So the early intervention is one of the most important thing. If you notice something that is not in the pattern of the development of the child, it's important to take him to the doctors and to see if there is an issue. Is it sick, or it's I don't know, it's a disease or whatever. It's a rare condition. I mean, it does not matter. It's important to go and get the diagnosis on time. And after that, to try to find the best therapy for it. As I mentioned, if it's a rare disease, or it's a rare condition, or it's the only condition, or it's a development issue. It does not matter. It's important to read, to find the best doctors. It does not matter if they're going to be in the country where you live or anywhere in the world. There is a good medicine outside. Not only in America, it's also here on the Balkans and in Europe. To accept. It is easier for the family and the parents and the rest of the family, and to try to improve yourself as parents, because that is the most important thing. When you come to the point of accepting the condition of your child, at that point you break a little bit inside, and then you need to regenerate and proceed with life, because it's not everything. It's not so bad as it looks like. It can be better, and it will be better. There is plenty of examples in the world where autistic people and people with other type of rare diseases, if I may say, are functioning in the society, and they are they have their careers, and they can live normal life. Or something like normal life, because we don't know what is normal. Yeah. There is no normal. Everything is different, specific, abnormal.
Yeah. And was it scary to you to decide to try stem cells? Because there are a lot of different information about stem cells, and it's not available in your country, so you had to go to, let's say, to a new country. Probably it's not new country for you, but nevertheless, to unknown clinic, to unknown therapy, to unknown doctors. So was it scary, and how did you deal with that?
We were reading maybe 3 years before we decided to come to a stem cell therapy. We know people, directly and indirectly, that have been to this kind of therapies. I had in the past colleague from South Africa. His child is maybe 18 years old, and actually I know the information before I gave birth to my son, because we were discussing regarding this. He took him from South Africa to America, etc., etc. So actually I got a hint or a sign in advance from someone that this is something that can help. We also know people that went to Panama, and they had a good example of after these cells. I mean, the child is now in Asperger or Tourette syndrome, I don't know. But that is that is individual, so I don't do a comparison, but I say what is happening to the person. And also I know plenty of people with cerebral palsy that had improvement from the stem cells. We are aware of what and when stem cells are used, for what are used, because this is not a new technology. To be honest, this is not new medicine, because they were using it for cancer and leukemia and everything like that. I have a classmate from elementary school that was under stem cells before 25 years, maybe 30 years. I'm 40 now, so before 30 years, this was happening before 30 years. So there is a lot of literature you can read, and what's the most important thing is that you can find the good or the bad examples of people that have been through the treatment, not just to read comments. Just read the recommendation from someone that has been through the process, because you know, everything is advertisement. So just it's better to check and see. And the decision was somehow, I don't know, we were planning to see maybe to go to Turkey, in Live Hospital, something like that. You can cut this part.
No, you can talk everything.
But the way of how the communication with their consultants was quite strange. And I told to my husband, just stop, we are searching for something in Europe. And when we said that, after one day there was this clip on I think it was on Facebook, the advertisement. And we see this lady from also in Macedonia, from Gostivar or Tetovo, I don't know. She was Albanian, did not speak
She was
really
sitting
well.
exactly
At
here.
the same, yes. And I find people from these cities, because I have colleagues from college, and ask them about the condition of the child and everything, because I didn't want to go direct to her. And they were like, you cannot do a comparison of what was before and what is after that. And I told my husband, we are doing this. He said, well, fine, did the consultation. He took some part of vacation. I was not working anyway. And this is where we are. And I think that the next interview, I hope that Philip will come and say something to you. It does not matter in which language.
We will run a marathon together.
We will try. We will try.
Okay.